This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast for today, Tuesday, August 16th. Out of Belleville, Ontario, Canada. Hope you're having a great day. We are 3 weeks away from the first day of school. 3 weeks? Remember how much I told you how much I absolutely love the last day of school? And I do because I think summer always lasts forever. It's like 74 days long or something. It's throwing a number out there, like 78 days. And suddenly you're down to the last 21. It does fly. If you got a chance to enjoy everything that's going on in the Quinte region for your summertime. Today, a lot of fire bans been announced in the last 24 to 48 hours. Latest being Quinte West was announced this morning. Total ban on open air burning, including all campfires, brush burning, effective immediately and until further notice. City of Belleville issued theirs. Prince Edward County had theirs. Southern Hastings County also issuing some similar restrictions because, again, you have a little one, you think, but then everything's so dry, wind picks up, takes off, out of control. So total burn ban in Quinte West now, also effective immediately, to mirror those going on here in Belleville and in Prince Edward County. InQuinte.ca, the website for all of our news. We'll give you all the details on that this morning. And also, it was announced that Bobby Hull is going to be doing an autograph signing at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center on behalf of the Belleville Senators, who have announced a new partner for their silent auctions. So that's kind of cool. That's going on. So David Foote's got details on that as well as the link at InQuinte.ca, because, again, the first 100 cost for those autographs and other things that you can get with it is available at InQuinte.ca. So that's going on today. This morning on the show, we were talking about quiet quitting. Got a lot of texts on that this morning. Everybody was giving that a thumbs up. I know quiet quitting sounds like you just don't show up to work anymore. You just kind of resign and don't show up and hope they don't notice. It doesn't hurt your reputation, and maybe you'll still get paid. No, quiet quitting means that throughout the pandemic, we did a lot of work, and when the belt tightening went on at offices, 10 people were hired to do the work of 10 people, right? And then, it was 9 people. Somebody would retire or they would let somebody go, and 9 of you would step up and do the work of 10 people. And what is it now? 5 people doing the work of 10? Quiet quitting means I'm going to do my job description for the hours in which I'm being paid, and I'm not going to do a thing more. Because what are they going to do? Look around. Everybody has help wanted signs up. They're trying to hire. Nobody's applying because I shouldn't say nobody. This whole notion that if I put my nose to the grindstone and work super hard, I'll get promoted and I'll get valued and I'll make more money. And it's now shown that that's not the case. This whole notion, well, you know what? You got to give 110%. Why? For what? What am I getting out of it? Quiet quitting says, you pay me 9 to 5 to do this job description and I get paid that amount of money. I agree to do this job for that pay. And I'm not going to do a single bit more. And I'm not going to check my emails at night. And I'm not going to work on that project on the weekend. You pay me 9 to 5 to do this job, and I'm going to do it very well. But at 5:01, my time. 8:59 in the morning, my time. I'd like you to do this extra bit of work. Where's it on my pay? Quiet quitting just means, you know what? Nope, don't have time. Not going to do it. If you want that extra work, you're going to have to hire somebody. Well, we're trying, but nobody wants to. Well, not my problem. And I read deeper in the article, and I didn't share this on the air. I didn't have time. But there were some CEOs. They're saying, you know what? We need to get back to the time when the companies can dictate what people have to do. Wow. Yeah, we need to get back to the time when you would force us to compete and then fire us. Really out of touch. So if you find yourself saying, you know what, I'm going to work 9 to 5 and I'm going to do a great job on my job description and I'm not going to live my entire life for my job, that's called quiet quitting. Sounds like a balance. I know it sounds like it could also go the other way, but If you've been a good employee and it hasn't really paid off for you and they keep dumping more on you, quiet quitting might be the way. Got a lot of thumbs up on that story by texting today. And then, ironically enough, also got good response online to Tom Holland's announcement that as a celebrity, there's just too much bad backlash to being online when you're a celebrity. They're talking about you all the time. A lot of stuff is lies, a lot of stuff's negative. And he just found that at, what is he, like 25 years old? Enough's enough. It's too much. So he is stepping back from having a quote-unquote online presence. Doesn't stop people from talking about him, doesn't stop the studios from hyping his films, but he personally doesn't want to take part anymore. And so from that came experts saying, that's pretty healthy. In fact, here are 6 signs that maybe you, as an individual, could benefit from doing the same thing. Signs it's time to take a social media break, either to slow it down or get off completely. And number 1, if you're comparing yourself to others online, here's the funny thing. And we've talked about this, Charity and I have talked about this on the air many times. It gets to be mid-January and you're not going on a winter trip. And all you're seeing on Facebook are all of your friends around a pool somewhere down south. And you say, my gosh, their life is so fabulous and mine is so dreadful. Okay, I get it. They're at a pool down south, but guess what? The week before they weren't, and they won't again next week. It's a week. You'll be able to do it some other time. You just can't. So in other words, looking at that one picture has put this entire thing in your head that my life sucks and theirs is the best ever. No, all they did was leave behind all of the same problems you have right now for a week, and then they're coming back to it. So don't get too overhyped by the fact that you saw a few pictures. Comparing yourself to others online will make you crazy. Time to back off from that. If you're compulsively checking your phone, is hint number 2 that you're spending way too much time online. Why are you checking it? Are you hoping for likes? Are you hoping that people are contacting you and now you're disappointed that they aren't? Is your life now surrounded by the effect that you have online rather than the effect that you have in your actual surroundings? That's number 2. Number 3, if your real life interactions are suffering, A, you have fewer of them because you're spending a lot of time online, or B, when you are with people, are all of your conversations surrounding what you read on Facebook or who you saw on Instagram rather than what's actually going on in your life? If those interactions surround that, that is another key that it's time to spend some time away from your phone. Of course, hint number 4 is also what's going on at night. And that could mean a couple of things if it isn't. But certainly, how are you sleeping? Are you going to sleep agitated because you've been doom scrolling that last hour before you fall asleep? Or you're spending so much time, you went to bed at a certain time, but it took you an hour and a half to fall asleep because you couldn't put your phone down? Or you wake up nervous when you grab your phone. What am I going to see? Then it's time to take a break from social media. If you start viewing yourself negatively, and unlike number 1, comparing yourself, I mean like overall, if all of a sudden you've just said, you know what? I haven't had a good thought about myself in a long time. I'm just a negative person now. And I'm noticing that when coworkers go out for lunch or take a quick break, and I used to be included, they're not asking me anymore. Why is that? You're becoming a negative person and are being silently shunned. Not bullied, but you're the person that's like, you kind of bring it down the room. Time to get away from social media. And finally, if you do find yourself increasingly anxious, depressed, or lonely, I mean, now we have serious issues, self-worth issues, and the like, mental health issues. It is time to get off social media because there is plenty of research which indicates that spending too much time online will affect, not just can, it will affect your mental health. And rarely is it in a good way. So those are 6 tips that can hopefully help you out a little bit and also explain why people like Tom Holland say, you know what? I'll see you when I see you. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it so much. Shawn Mendes, for example, deciding he didn't even want to tour this summer. And so it's pretty enlightening. Coming up tomorrow, It is a fun singer's birthday tomorrow. And so, based on that, Throwback Thursday will be revealed tomorrow for Burger Revolution, where the Rising Burger, their fan favorite, is back as the BOTM, the Burger of the Month. Try it today. Thank us tomorrow. BurgerRevolution.ca. So in honor of her birthday, 2 songs. Team Charity, I've given her a great one. Team Mark, I've given you my favorite. You'll be able to vote on that after 8 o'clock tomorrow, all the way up until 8 o'clock on Thursday. Then we'll play the winning song. Don't forget, when you hear the Eagles at 95.5 Hits FM, to get that email in within 9 minutes, 55 seconds. Keyword was unveiled at 9 this morning. It was a little bit after 9 because I wanted to tie it around an Eagles song and blow up the internet. I think it happened. Mission accomplished. When you hear the Eagles, go to the website. Keywords again at 2 and 5. Text those in. And more for you coming up tomorrow on the middle of the week on a Wednesday. Jimmy Hollywood will have much more entertainment news on the way and plenty when you wake up tomorrow with Mark and Charity mornings on 95.5 Hits FM. Bit of rain up today, so stay dry, stay cool. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.